none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that we elect the members of the Committee on Migrant Workers, headed by Senator Rafi Tulfo, Vice Chairperson Senator Joel Villanueva, members Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Rizal de Veros, Senator J.V. Ejercito, and Senator Kiko Pangilinan.
So, is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Yes, sir. Minute suspension.
Session suspended.
Yes, session suspended. Balikan natin si Robert. Nandiyan ba si Robert? Okay, tawagan natin si Robert. So, thus far, baka may nagtatanong na Danny, ilan pa talaga yung committee sa dami ang dami. O, lumalabas na kung tama itong binabasa ko ngayon, there are 46 committees. Okay. So, mukha nakakalahati.
For Sir Jason, ano pa?
Tutuloy natin, narinig natin, local government kay J.P. Ejercito, chair. Tapos ang Committee on Migrant Workers na napaka-importante din natin, Rafi Tulfo. Diba? Pero before that, yung hindi na natin nasunod, diba? Biglang nag-live na ulit.
Sa local government, Danny, si JB ang chairman kasi ang mga members ay si Bing Lacson, Rafi Tulfo, Kiko Pangilinan, Risa Ontiveros, Joel Villanueva, Lito Lapid, and Bam Aquino. Okay. So, ano pa yung wala? Wala pa yung labor. Oo. Wala pa yung labor. Hindi ko pa naririnig yung public services, justice and human rights.
Pero yung social justice, narinig ko kanila, Erwin Tulfo. Narinig ba yun?
Ang daming hawak ni Erwin sa totoo lang.
Erwin is also energy, and then siyempre yung pinakamalaki dyan, yung Blue Ribbon. Tama ba, partner?
Yun ang pinaka-sensitive dyan, yung Blue Ribbon. Although, for budgetary purposes, yung finance ang
Finance, malaki dyan. Dahil sabi ko nga sa'yo, magpa-budget hearing na session, alam mo, napaka-powerful yung Finance Committee Chairman, no? At ang nakuha na nila, ang chair ay si J.B. Ejercito. At lahat ng majority senators pala, members yan. Lahat, diba? Diyan sa Finance.
Wala pa akong naririnig na, well, except for those 20 members, Sa 20 members, pasok lahat yung mga senator yan. And then, what will happen is, especially itong Commission on Appointments, kailangan mag-convene kagad ito because
Alam ko, sinabi kanina ni Robert, nung una namin nakausap, 11 a.m. they should convene. So in a matter of minutes na, magpo-convene ang commission dahil kailangan nila i-confirm yung ibang generals, partner. Di ba isa yan sa mga priority na kaya mabibinbin eh.
Yan yung tinatawag na time-sensitive.
Else wala silang makakuha. So ito yung isa sa mga nagpudyok ng special session dahil nga nakabinbin at hindi sila nag-boycott na yung nakaraan, di ba? Yung ni Cayetano sa session.
So far, so good in terms of yung pacing, dahil we have to understand po na siyempre hindi naman inaasahan na magagawa lahat ito overnight,
At saka itong special session will only last up to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Parang 4 to 5 p.m. lang. So ngayon is almost 10 na in the morning, so 10, 12.
Hindi ko pa nabasa yung yung proclamation, Danny. Yung presidential proclamation, yung setting for this special session. Pero, teka usually merong time-bound yan
Kasi alam ko, one day lang.
One day lang talaga siya. Kasi yung October 13 to 16 yun So, meron talagang if it's only for one day, paano ba ipapasa lahat yun?
Karamihan yata, parang for third reading na lang. Tapos yung iba pa, yung tungkol na sa nangyari sa, di ba, earthquake, tulong, resolution or whatever. Kasi meron naman committee meetings pa rin committee hearings, even after the session. So, doon ay ayusin lang. Pero sa atin kasi, importante ito na settle na ito sa Senate presidency.
That's where it all starts. So, pagkatapos nito, balik na naman sa CNDA.
Tsaka partner, ang ini-expect pa na marami yung development mo basta pre-trial conference. Doon sa impeachment.
Sa bagay, Pero ito pa isa na nakakalimutan natin. Yung anti-dynasty.
Yun. Bisa na yun, third reading sa House. degree by consanguinity.
Pero ang problema dyan, magkaiba ng version ng House at saka Senado.
Kaya i-reconcile pa yan.
Ayan. Oo.
Yan ang importante. Kaya isa rin yan sa mga priority bills ng Pangulo Marcos eh.
Yeah,
Diba?
oo nga.
Pero nag-aayos pa niya yung anak niya eh, di ba? Sila ni Speaker Mo GD, remember? Kaya ito yung version yata na somehow marami pa rin ang may agam-agam na hindi pa rin talaga. Kasi pwedeng national, pwedeng ka pa rin local. Di ba pwedeng ganun magsabay?
Oo, yung mga...
Yung pareho kay Senador, pareho kayo, di ba?
Ayun na nga. Pero, well, practically, sa lahat ng level ng posisyon, pwedeng may mga magkakamag-anak. Babalikan natin ang nagaganap sa Senado right now.
That this representation and that of Senator Soto, our vice, we replace Senators Lito Lapid and Senator Mark Villar respectively for the record, Mr. President.
So noted.
Mr. President, we'd like to also elect the members of the Committee on Labor. Chairperson Senator Joel Villanueva, Vice Chairperson Senator J.V. Ejercito, and members Senator Rafi Tulfo, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Pangilinan, and Senator Escudero, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And Mr. President, I move to formally elect as well my deputy majority floor leaders. We'd like to elect and move to elect Senators J.V. Ejercito as my senior deputy majority leader, who one day in the near future will become the majority leader, I hope, after his job in the Finance Committee and his representation will just retire. We'd like to also elect, Mr. President, our former majority leader, Senator Joel Villanueva, as deputy majority floor leader.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. May I ask for another minute suspension?
Session suspended.
Oo. So ngayon, partner, narinig ko yung labor. Joel Villanueva, di ba?
Yes, and Vice
Oo.
JV Ejercito.
Tapos, mix.
Sa majority floor leader,
Yung deputy niya, si JB, and also si, senior deputy niya, si JB and Joel.
Deputy Majority si Joel.
Oo, deputy majority.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dati naman si Joel din yung majority floor leader, di ba? So,
Correct.
hindi ko doon lang sila.
Ayan. So medyo konti na lang. Matatapos na to. Pero 48 nga po yung committee na bumalik na ba? Bumalik na sila? Di ba? Okay. Oo.
Anyway, partner, ito pala yung mga number of senators who attended. Para lang doon sa mga ngayon lang nakapag-tune in. O, nagkaroon na ho ng 13 senators. Actually, yung mga dumalo na ho kanina at ngayon na ongoing. Si Sherwin Gatchalian na ho ang nahalal na Senate President dahil nagkaroon na sila ng bilang. Puro na 13. Si Senator Vicente Soto ho ang naging Senate President Pro Tem. At tapos yung ibang senador na nandun ngayon ay si Senator Ping Lacson, Senator Risa, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Joel, nagpakita na for the first time, Senator Bam, Senator Mick Subiri, Senator Francis Escudero, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator J.V. Ejercito, at yung dalawang tulpo, Senator Erwin at Senator Rafi.
Ayun. Ito naman po yung mga hindi dumalo o hindi pa nakikita sa floor ng Senado. Malay mo, baka mamaya biglang dumating, si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano na hindi na Senate President ngayon, Senator Amy Marcos, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Robin Padilla, Senator Loren Legarda, Bongo, Pia Cayetano, and Mark Villar. Bakit hindi binabanggit si Bato de la Rosa? Kasi nga po, nagtatago. So malamang.
Of course, si Senator Jinggoy is now under judicial custody at may preventive suspension ng 90 days sa Tigat Bayan. So, yan ngayon ang mga usapin na naman, di ba? Sa number of...
So kung minus 2 yan, 22.
22.
Tama, no?
Ano ba yan? It's something na iko-contest na naman sa Supreme Court yan. Di ba yung threshold na 16? Di ba? In terms of impeachment trial, sabi nila, Senate rules lang daw yan dapat, pero I'm sure meron na naman magre-raise sa Supreme Court. The Cayetano Black.
Ito yung nakakalito talaga sa lahat, lalong-lalo na yun, bakit? Ano ba pinag-uusapan? Eh, bakit 13? O, paano naging 16?
O, iba, dapat ipaintindi mo talaga eh. No?
Oo.
Sa mga ordinaryong mga mamamayan, ano ba yung 16? Ano ba yung 13? No? Yung 13 no, yung quorum.
Oo.
Importante kaya ako naririnig yung Abilino, Cuenco, di ba, doctrine na nangyari noong 1949 na hindi pa naman na susupersid o nire-reverse sa Supreme Court na 22 lang ang, actually 23 lang senators noon isa abroad, di ba,
Yeah.
1949.
Mm.
Kaya nahalalhok si Cuenco na Senate President. So ngayon, yan ang ginagamit nilang formula. Kaya nahalal as acting Senate President to si Gatchalian. Now, with 13 votes na ngayon, because nag-join in ako, si Senator Villanueva, officially, nagbigay na rin ng nagpaubaya na rin si Senator Cayetano. So yun ang kwento ngayon today.
Yes, ito yung tatlong dapat nating malaman. Yung
Sige,
quorum,
partner. Oo.
majority, at saka two-thirds.
Two-thirds.
Ayan.
Kasi may impeachment ho tayo. Kasi
Yan.
yung Senato, ito ang upo ng impeachment court. Na magsisimula naman sila sa July 6.
Okay, balikan natin, Darian. Senado.
Days before we ended session, in fairness to them, they were here present.
Yes,
Visiting
both-
for 3
both,
days.
members,
Not
both.
their fault that their citizenship was not considered last time, and I understand that they're now undergoing training and representing the country.
Yes,
Senator Kiko Pangilinan is recognized.
that is correct, Mr. President. They were here, sponsor of the measure. They were here every day and witnessed the proceedings or the lack of proceedings. But then we will make arrangements, Mr. President, that when we convene for the SONA or perhaps that week of the SONA, that they come and visit us here in plenary, Mr. President. Both Benny Boatwright and Matt Ramos, Mr. President.
So we take note of that.
So we will proceed with the roll call votes.
The Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act granting Philippine citizenship to Benny Francois Paul Lainez, sir. Roll call vote, Honorable Senator Aquino, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Escudero, Senator Estrada, Senator Go, Senator Tivero, Senator Lacson, Senator Lapid, Senator Ligarda, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pangilinan, Senator Soto, Senator Tulfo Erwin, Senator Tulfo Rafi, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Camille, Senator Villar Mar, Senator Zubiri, Senate President Gatchalian.
With 13 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstentions, House Bill number 6639 is approved on third reading.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, move to consider as well for third reading vote House Bill number 6644, the bill granting Philippine citizenship to Matthew James Ramos. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, consideration of House Bill number 6644 on third reading is in order. The Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act granting Philippine citizenship to Matthew James Ramos. Roll call vote. Senator Aquino, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Escudero, Senator Estrada, Senator Go, Senator Tiveros, Senator Lacson, Senator Lapid, Senator Ligarda, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pangilinan, Senator Soto, Senator Tulfo Erwin, Senator Tulfo Rafi, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Camille, Senator Villar Mar, Senator Zubiri, Senate President Gatchalian.
Yes. With 13 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstentions, House Bill number 6644 is approved on third reading.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Congratulations to the authors and sponsors of the three measures. Mr. President, I move that we dispense with the reading of the journals of the 68th and 69th session, May 26th and June 3, 2026. Consider the same as approved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, now we take up a very important measure that our dear colleague, distinguished former majority leader, had filed. I move that we consider proposed Senate Resolution number 447, and this is a resolution urging adequate funding for Mindanao earthquake relief and rehabilitation. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we recognize our distinguished former Majority Floor Leader, our Deputy Majority Floor Leader, no other than our distinguished colleague from Bulacan, Senator Joel Villanueva.
We recognize the distinguished gentleman from Bulacan.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, our distinguished Majority Leader. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, it is an honor to rise before this August Chamber to sponsor proposed Senate Resolution number 447, urging the national government to ensure adequate funding and resources for the relief, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and recovery of communities devastated by the recent earthquake in Mindanao. Ginoong Pangulo, ang usapin po natin ngayon ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pondo. Ito po ay tungkol sa mga buhay at tungkol at ang pagsipunolin na tulungan ang ating mga kababayan na muli pong makabangon. Noong pong ikawalo ng Hunyo, isang magnitude 7.8 na lindol ang tumama malapit sa Sarangani Province. Sa loob lamang po ng ilang minuto, nagbago ang buhay ng daang-daang libong Pilipino. As of June 16, at least 68 lives have been lost. More than 1,000 have been injured, and over 30 remain missing. Mahigit 1 milyong individual o higit 330,000 families ang naapektuhan. Habang halos 19,000 pa rin ang nananatili sa evacuation centers. Ngunit higit pa po sa mga numerong ito ay ang mga kwento ng ating mga kababayan, mga pamilyang nawalan ng tahanan, mga batang hindi makapasok sa paaralan, mga manggagawa, mga magsasaka, mga mangingisda na nawalan ng kabuhayan, at mga pamilyang nagdadalamhati sa pagkawala ng kanilang mahal sa buhay. Mr. President, Mindanao is a pillar of our national economy. Ito po ay mahalagang pinagmumulan ng pagkain, produktong agrikultura at yamang dagat. Kapag naapektuhan po ang Mindanao, nararamdaman po ito ng ating buong bansa. Initial assessments estimate at least 1.13 billion pesos in damage to public and private infrastructure. And that figure is expected to rise, Mr. President, as assessments continue. Nasira po ang mga tahanan, paaralan, ospital at iba pang mahalagang infrastruktura. Ngunit ang mas malaki pong hamon ay ang muling pagtatayo ng mga komunidad at pagbigay ng bagong pag-asa sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya Ginoong Pangulo, sa pagkakataong ito, nais po nating makita, nais natin din pong kilalanin, lalo na ang ating mga rescue workers, health workers, uniformed personnel, volunteers, local officials at humanitarian organizations na wala pong sawang tumutulong sa mga nasalanta. Ngunit alam po natin, Ginoong Pangulo, alam natin na hindi po sapat ang bayanihan lamang. Heroism saves lives, but resources rebuild communities. Compassion comforts victims, but funding restores livelihoods. Kaya po kinakailangan nating tiyakin na ang lahat ng magagamit na pondo at suporta ng ating pamahalaan ay agad-agad na mapakilos upang mapabilis ang relief, rehabilitation, reconstruction at pagpapanumbalik ng kabuhayan sa mga apektadong lugar. Ginoong Pangulo, sa panahon po ng sakuna, nasusukat hindi lamang po ang tibay ng ating mga infrastruktura, kundi ang tibay ng ating pagkakaisa bilang isang bansa. Ngayon ang panahon upang patunayan na walang Pilipinong maiiwan. And for these reasons, Mr. President, I respectfully seek the support of our esteemed colleagues for the immediate passage, immediate adoption of this resolution. Marami pong salamat at pagpalain tayo lahat ng ating Panginoong Diyos.
Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized, and Senator Kiko Pangilinan.
Do you recognize as well Senator Javier
And Senator,
I
recognize Senator JV first for his,
I introduced it's the Senator Javier as Vice President, after that Senator Kiko Pangilinan and Senator Rafi Tulfo.
so we first recognize Senator JV.
Thank you, Mr. President. Bilang Pangulo, mga kasama sa Senado at sa mga kababayan natin sa Mindanao, magandang umaga po. I rise today to co-sponsor proposed Senate Resolution number 447, a resolution urging the national government to take all necessary measures to ensure the availability of adequate funding and resources for the relief, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and recovery of communities affected by the recent devastating earthquake in Mindanao. Through the resolution, the Senate joins the nation in mourning and honoring the lives lost during the devastating earthquake that hit our brothers and sisters in Mindanao, particularly the provinces of Sarangani, South Cotabato, Davao Occidental, and Davao del Sur. 68 deaths were reported by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, while 33 remain missing according to the latest reports made by the NDRRMC last Tuesday. Mr. President, ang mga buhay po ito ay hindi numero lamang. These are lives and futures that were abruptly cut short by this disaster. Ang bawat isa sa kanila ay may pangalan, mayroong kwento, mayroong pangarap, at may mga mahal sa buhay na naiwan. Sila ay mga anak, asawa, kapatid, kaibigan, at mga mahal nating mga kababayan. Nakapanlulumo po ang mga larawan at video na nakita natin online. Ano pa kaya ang aktual na pakiramdaman sitwasyon na dinadanas ng ating mga kababayan? Bilang magulang, nakakatakot isipin na malagay sa kaparehong sitwasyon ang aking mga anak. Nakita natin ang mga mag-aaral at pag-uro na napuno ng takot habang niyayanig ng lindol ang kanilang paaralan. Nakita natin na ang ilan nating kababayan na wala na magawa kung hindi tignan na lamang ang pagbuho ng magusali at negosyo na kanilang pinagtrabahuan at ipinundar. Bukod sa mga buhay na nasayang, maraming bahay at nasira at maraming kabuhayan ang naapektuhan at nawala. Mr. President, this tragedy is a painful reminder that the country is so vulnerable to disasters and calamities, and that we have so much work to do in terms of disaster preparedness. Lalo na natin nakita ang kahalagaan ng matatag na infrastruktura at sistema ng pagpaplano sa pagsasaayos ng ating mga komunidad. Resilience should not just be expected from our constituents, but should mean that our infrastructure systems and responses can withstand the wrath of nature. Sa ilalim ng liderato, ni Senate President Miguel Chayan mabilis na nakapag-abot ng paunang tulong ang Senado sa mga apektadong komunidad. Subalit alam natin na hindi matatawaran kahit anong ayuda, donasyon o anumang halaga ang mga buhay na nawala at ang sakit ng trahedya na dinaranas ng mga naiwang pamilya. Kaya naman, nakikisa ko sa panawagan na sa pamamagitan ng Senate Resolution na ito ay tiyakin ng ating pamahalaan ang agaran at pangmatagalang suporta para sa rehabilitasyon at pagbago ng
pang mahalagang infrastruktura ang nasira sa Davao Region at Soc-Sargent. Kung hindi ito agad-agad at sapat na matutugunan, mas lalaki ang pinsalang dulot sa agrikultura, pangingisda, logistics at mga lokal na negosyo. Tatagal ang paghihirap ng mga apektadong pamilya at malalagay rin sa alanganin ang pambansang seguridad sa pagkain at katatagan ng ating ekonomiya. Ang Senate Bill number 2259 ng inyong lingkod naglalaan ng 15 billion pesos in supplemental funding. Nilalayon ito na maibalik ang mahalagang serbisyong pampubliko na isaayos at mapatatag ang mga kritikal na pasilidad at maibangon ang kabuhayan ng ating mga magsasaka, mangingisda, manggagawa, maliliit na negosyo, lahat lubhang apektado ng lindol. Sa pagsuporta ng PS Resolution number 447 ni Senator Joel at sa ating Senate Bill 2259, pinagtitibay ng Senado na nasa interes ng buong Pilipinas ang pagbangon ng Mindanao. Dahil pagprotekta ito sa ating sistema ng pagkain, pangangalaga sa mga trabaho at pagpapatatag at pagpapagsak o baba ng presyo ng sa sama-sama nating pagkilos, bubuo tayo ng isang Mindanao na mas matatag, mas ligtas, at mas handa, gayon din ng buong bansa. Kaisa natin ang ating mga kababayan sa Mindanao at hindi natin iiwan ang mga kababayan natin dito.
260 feet po.
The full extent of the damage, ensure the relief and rehabilitation efforts are delivered efficiently, and identify measures that will strengthen the preparedness of our community against future disasters. Kasabay po nito, kinikilala natin rin ang kabayanihan ng ating mga rescue workers, medical teams at frontliners na nagbuwis ng oras at lakas upang pangunahan ang ating recovery efforts. For these reasons, I express my support again for Senate Resolution 447 and 452 and urge my colleagues to continue working together to ensure that the affected communities receive the assistance, rehabilitation, and protection that they deserve. May we continue to pray for the rehabilitation and for the continued safety of all our kababayans. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Thank you very much for the co-sponsorship speech. Majority Leader, any more
Thank you very much, Mr.
co-sponsors?
President. With that, no other members wish to sponsor the measure. I move that all members present be made co-sponsors, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved and all senators are made co-sponsors of this bill.
Yes, Mr. President. Those are present today. Mr. President, I move that we adopt proposed Senate Resolution number 447. I so move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, proposed resolution 447 is hereby adopted, subject to stand.
Thank you, Mr. President. And we would like to thank Senator Joel Villanueva for filing this measure. Kami po sa Mindanao ay nagpapasalamat po sa kanya sa malasakit po niya sa amin sa Mindanao. Marami po sa naging Senator Joel. With that, Mr. President, I move to also take up proposed Senate Resolution number 452 and ask the Secretary to read the title of the measure.
Resolution expressing the profound gratitude of the Senate of the Philippines, rescue workers, social welfare and healthcare personnel, local government units, uniformed services, civil volunteer groups, and all humanitarian responders for providing swift life-saving assistance to affected communities in the aftermath of the magnitude 7.8 earthquake that struck Mindanao.
Top workers. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, you are the sponsor of the measure, Mr. President. Do you wish to
Yes, Mr. President, I will just, Majority Leader, I will just insert my sponsorship speech for this resolution. Pero ito po ay simpleng pasasalamat sa ating mga frontliners, the DSWD, in particular the Armed Forces of the Philippines who provided logistical support sa mga sinalanta po ng lindol. Kaya po ito ay isang pasasalamat sa lahat po ng frontliners natin. Kasama na rin po yung LGU na talagang kaagad rumisponde sa pinsala ng lindol.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pero meron na po tayong mga kasamahan. Mr. President, with your permission and permission of the body, we would like to give short sponsorship speeches.
Yes.
May we recognize Senator J.P. Hercito. Hi, will you also inserts of the records his sponsorship speech, and we'd like to recognize Senator Erwin.
We recognize Senator Erwin Tulfo for his co-sponsorship speech.
Mr. President, colleagues, I rise today to manifest my support and co-sponsorship on Senate Resolution number 452, expressing the profound gratitude to of the Senate to rescue workers, social welfare, healthcare personnel, local government units, uniformed services, civil volunteer groups, at sa lahat po ng humanitarian responders, government man o sa pribadong kumpanya. Marami po akong nabalitaan na may mga private companies po, iba po galing sa mga mining corporations na nagpadala po ng kanilang workers para tumulong po sa paghahanap sa mga natambunan ng mga umuong gusali. Therefore, Mr. President, this resolution is would like to express my support to thank all those involved, including the local government units who were there, the very first instance, the first responders to go around to check the constituents. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you, Mr. President.
Muli, nagpapasalamat po kami sa ngalan po ng Senado. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa ating mga rescue workers, social welfare and healthcare personnel, local government units, uniform services, kasama na po ang Armed Forces of the Philippines, civil volunteer groups, and all humanitarian responders. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, maraming salamat po, Mr. President. Some of course, special mention po yung Red Cross. Red Cross kung saan po tayo ay membro bilang governors, Board of Governors of the Philippine Red Cross.
Pinangungunahan po ni Chairman Dick Gordon.
Chairman Dick Gordon for his speedy action, always ready, always there, always first, always ready, always there. The Red Cross, headed by Senator Dick Gordon. We'd like to thank them. So with that, Mr. President, I move that we adopt proposed Senate Resolution number 452. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, proposed resolution 452 is hereby adopted, subject to slide.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, we have a few bills that we can take up on the floor. Maybe we can just take this up already. We have to show our kababayans that we are working. We're going to pass several measures today. Mr. President, I move that we resume consideration of Senate Bill number 1990 under Committee Report number 52. I so move, Mr. President. This is for a period of, it's in the period of amendments, especially.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
The measure is sponsored by our chairman of the Committee on Agriculture, Senator Francis Pico Pangilinan. This is an act ensuring the development and promotion and protection of agricultural and fisheries cooperatives. Magandang panukala po ito, Mr. President. I move that we recognize the sponsor and we'll also recognize Senator Joel Lindsay. He already gave the amendment. So the amendments of Senator Joel are already with Senator Pangilinan. May we recognize the good sponsor, Mr. President?
We recognize the gentleman from Pampanga, Senator Kiko Pangilinan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. President, as earlier manifested, we are in the period of amendments. Only Senator Joel Villanueva has introduced amendments, and therefore we can proceed on Section 11, the benefits and privileges of agriculture co-ops. This is on page 9. Between lines 9 and 10, we insert the following proviso. Provided that the continued enjoyment of tax and fiscal incentives shall be subject to compliance with the assessment and rating system established under Section 21 of this Act, including standards on governance, financial transparency, member benefit distribution, and actual productive agriculture activity. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, amendments as adopted.
Thank you, Mr. President. Another amendment of Senator Villanueva is Section 14, creation of the Bureau of Agriculture Cooperatives. On page 11, lines 22 and 23, delete the proviso and replace it with the following. Provided that the department shall, in coordination with the CDA and concerned local government units and subject to budgetary availability and applicable laws, establish a needs-based staffing framework for cooperative development officers based on agriculture population, geographic need, cooperative density, and other relevant development indicators, with priority given to the underserved and strategically Section 14 will now read, it shall be a line bureau and headed by a bureau director. Its organizational and staffing pattern shall be determined by the department in consultation with the Department of Budget and Management, provided that the department shall, in coordination with the CDA and concerned local government units and subject to budgetary availability and applicable laws, establish a needs-based staffing framework for co-op development officers based on agri population, geographic needs, cooperative density, and other relevant development indicators with priority given to underserved and strategically significant agriculture areas. I so move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. We proceed to Section 15, Powers and Functions of the Bureau of Agriculture Co-ops. On page 12, between slide 19 and 20, insert a new paragraph to read, the Bureau shall exercise its powers and functions in a manner complementary to and not duplicative of the powers and functions of the CDA under applicable laws. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved.
Mr. President, Section 30,
Hapit na.
implementing rules and regulations,
Diyan ka na?
the amendment
Nakita mo?
will be on
Malapit.
page line 9 to 12 and replace them with the following. Section 30, implementing rules and regulations. The rules and regulations necessary for the effective and efficient enforcement of the provisions of this Act shall be formulated by the Department of and the CDA in coordination with the relevant government agencies and in consultation with the LGUs, agriculture cooperatives, farmers and fisher folk organizations, and other stakeholders, and shall be implemented within 90 days from the effectivity of this Act. Unjustified or willful failure or refusal of the concerned government agencies to promulgate the implementing rules and regulations, IRR, within the specified period shall subject the heads of these government agencies to administrative penalties under applicable civil service laws. And third paragraph, should the IRR contain provisions that are contrary to this Act, the heads of government agencies responsible for such provision, when done in bad faith or with
Malapit na
gross
siguro.
negligence, shall be held administratively liable. So move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved.
And finally, Mr. President, Section 32, Annual Reports. The amendment is on page 17 between lines 23 and 24 to insert a new paragraph to read, to promote transparency and accountability, the Bureau shall maintain and regularly update a publicly accessible digital registry containing relevant information on accredited agriculture cooperatives, including their ratings, incentives and benefits received, procurement awards, grants, and compliance status subject to applicable data privacy laws. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. There are no other proposed amendments for Senate Bill 1990. With the permission of our majority leader, if we can move to terminate the period of amendments.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, members wish to amend the measure further and move that we close the period of amendments. I so move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, period of amendments is hereby closed.
With that, I move to approve on second reading Senate Bill number 1990 under Committee Report number 52.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, Senate Bill number 1990 is hereby approved on second reading.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. To suspend consideration of the measure.
Consideration is hereby suspended.
Mr. President, we are in receipt of a bicameral conference committee report on the disagreed provisions of Senate Bill number 1894 and House Bill number 8476 for the amendments to the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, which has been filed with the Bills and Index last June 3, 2026, and was ratified by the House of Representatives on the same date. Mr. President, I move that we approve and ratify the said conference committee report on the disagreed provisions of Senate Bill number 1894 and House Bill number 8476, and the text of the joint explanation be being read into the records of the chamber.
Vasquez. Ma'am, go ahead. Anong nangyayari dyan?
Yes, Peter, no, same din dito na nakasuspend pa rin yung special session dito sa Kamara, no. Pero kanina, no, bago ako naputol, Peter at Danny, kanina naghalal yung Kamara ng mga kongresista na bagong miyembro ng makapangyarihang Commission on Appointments o CA. Doon nga sa special session na kanina, no, tumayo si House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos para i-nominate at i-elect yung mga sumusunod. Ito yan sina House Deputy Speaker Paulo Ortega V, kapalit niya si Camiguin Representative Jesus Romualdo, si TCP Party List Representative Jose Teves Jr., na kapalit ni Abono Party List Representative Robert Raymond Estrella, si Quezon City Representative Franz Comaren, na kapalit ni Agusan del Sur Representative Eddie Monglaza, Quezon Representative Mark N. Verga, na kapalit ni Cavite Representative Roy Loyola, Negros Occidental Representative Mercedes Alvarez, kapalit ni Camarines Sur Representative Arnie Pentevella. Kanina, no, wala naman din mga pumutol doon sa motion, kaya naaprubahan din ito sa plenaryo. Kung matandaan nga natin, Peter, no, itong Commission on Appointment sa ilalim ng saligang batas ay sila yung nag-aapruba o nag-reject sa mga official na appointees ng Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Kanina din, Peter, no, nagbank tayo ng opportunity na magkaroon ng ambush interview kay House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos, kung saan ilan doon sa mga topic, kumbaga, na natapos kanina interview ay yung nagpadala o nagpabot lamang din sa ng mensahe, congratulatory remark kaya bago pa talaga Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian. Kanina nga din ay nahasa niya din tinanggay yung kanyang involvement, kasi kung matatandaan nyo, isa din siya doon sa mga pinangalanan na tumanggap kumano ng maleta with regards doon sa flood control scandal. Kanina natanong din natin kung plano ba siyang maghain o magsampa ng reklamo ng complaint against doon sa mga dating Marines or bodyguards ni dating Congressman Zaldico. Sabi niya hindi na worth it, kumbaga, bigyan ng panahon itong mga nagpaparatang laban sa kanya, Peter.
Okay, very good. So, in the meantime, nakasuspend pa rin ang session dyan and it will resume, ano ha? At ang prioridad yung mga urgent bills. Nakasama ba dyan yung anti-dynasty bill?
Sa ngayon, wala pa kasi tayo nung listahan at yung kanilang naibigay sa atin na guidance na order of business, no, ay hindi pa natin nakikita doon yung anti-political dynasty bill. Pero kung matatandaan nga din natin, no, bago mag-CND adjournment, noong June 3, ay kasama din ito doon, kumbaga, sana ipasa sa third and final reading, Peter.
Maraming salamat, Pamela. Babalikan ka namin in just a very short while pag meron ng kaganapan dyan. In the meantime, ang oras natin, thank you very much, Pamela Vasquez reporting live. Ang oras, alas 10:57 ng umaga.
Ang oras ay hatid sa inyo ng Flemex for Kids. Mommies,
Extra.
extra. Diba?
Kaya anong sa inyo?
Hindi ko pa yung phone number?
Balikan natin ang mga nagaganap sa Senado. Meron tayong break. Sandali lang po, meron lang tayong break. Mga balitang kumpirmado, sigurado, CCMM. Jericho Rosales po, ibang level na tayo. For liver health, Silimarin plus multivitamins, Liberate Pro. I take it every day with proper diet and exercise. Ang Liberate Pro ay maaaring makatulong sa proteksyon ng atay at support and aid sa treatment ng chronic inflammatory
Ma'am,
conditions.
ihi lang po ako saglit.
Fatty liver. Mag-liver up lang.
Aagos na po eh.
Silimarin plus
Mangangamoy tayo.
Liberate Pro. Silimarin plus multivitamins and generic name of Liberate Pro. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor section at tulong sa atay. Liberate Pro. Silimarin. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 1:00 ng hapon. Sa DCMM Radyo Patrol sa Istreta. DCMM Tele Radyo. Mga balitang kumpirmado, sigurado. DCMM. DCMM. Live. Ang oras, eksakto yung punto alas 11 ng umaga. sabi ni Parang Danny, ibig sabihin kung ano man ang magaganap pa sa Senado at sa bababang kapulungan at tabayan po ni dito sa DCMM, Radyo Patrol Station.
Special session hanggang hapon mo
Tama.
So expect pa natin may mga developments pa. Alam ko magkukonfirm pa sila commissioner appointments, di ba? Para mag-promote yung 5 generals. So mamaya abangan nyo na lang, di ba?
Baka lumitaw din yung ibang mga senador pa na wala pa sa floor ngayon.
Minority block ngayon.
Susunod po ang nagseservisyo kasama si Mahal Kapagal at Bix Bustos. Ako po si Peter Musni.
Ako po si Danny Buenafe.
Dito po sa DCMM. Una sa balita, una sa public service. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Ito ba ito? Saan yun? Ito? Ingat po. God bless po.
Ito po ang DZMM. Bahagi na ng kasaysayan ng Pilipinas na nakalipas na 40 taon. Noon, ngayon at sa mga darating pang panahon. Patuloy na magbabalita, maglilingkod at magpapantay. Kasabi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas, ang oras 11:02 ng umaga. Oras na din sa inyo ng Playtime Entertainment. Born for happiness.
Ayan po ang petsa, ika-17.
Ayan, so na-drop na natin sila. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Hanggang sa muli po, ingat. God bless. Paalam po muna, pasamantala tayo ay gagawa ng ibang video sa ating susunod na misyon. Paalam po muna, pasamantala po.
Ngayong malinaw na ang kanilang liderato. Matatahimik at makakapagtrabaho na ba ng maayos ang Senado ngayong malinaw na ang kanilang liderato? Ano ang senyo ho dyan, mga kapuso? Sa palatuntunang anong senyo, kayo po ang broadcaster. Sa palatuntunang anong senyo, kayo po ang anchorman. Sa palatuntunang anong senyo, ang senyo ninyo ang mahalaga.
Weng de la Peña, sa anong senyo?
Magandang umaga, Weng de la Peña na ho ito hanggang alas 11:30. Bukas na ho tayo, bukas na ang ating mga koleksyon sa inyo, ika na. Pwede na kayo mag-text sa amin, ito na, pwede ho kayo mag-DCWD text correct at phone numero ho natin, 0917-594-5941, 0917-594-5941. Naka-live tayo. Live tayo sa YouTube. Nandiyan ho tayo ang ating social media handle. Itandaan nyo lamang pangalan, Super Radio DCTV lamang, mga kapuso. Pwede ho kayong mag-comment ho dyan. Comment sa ating Facebook Live, Super Radio DCTV. At na-post din ho natin itong tanong sa ating FB page. Kaya pwede kayong mag-comment ho doon. Pag nakita nyo ang tanong ho doon, nakapaskil yan. Tapos sa ating YouTube channel, subscribe po kayo doon. At sa ating TikTok. At ang X nating Twitter po yun, yan lamang, Super Radio DCTV. Okay, lahat ay pwede makisali. Ito na, unahin na natin ang mga nagte-textos dito sa ating text connect. Ngayong umaga, sabi dito ni 5009, yes. Sa inya, matatahimik na, yes. Sabi ni Manny 5008 ay yes po. Ay matatahimik na. Sabi ni 2174, hindi ho, magulo pa rin yan. 7367, ang sagot niya, yes. At yun po ay yan talaga ang dapat daw ho ay mangyayari. Matatahimik na. Sabi naman ni 1657, check yan. Check yun. Ito ang mga senador na yan, matitino, sabi niya, 1657. Oo, makakapagtrabaho na ho sila 100%, sabi ni 8740. 0042 naman, opo, matatahimik na po, Kuya Weng, kasi may malino na hong Senate President, formal na Senate President. Sabi ni 9679, oo, matatahimik na po dahil wala na ho ang mga nanggugulo sa gobyerno. Ang say ni 7224, say niya, opo, matatahimik na ho ang Senado dahil maayos na ba ang mga namumuno. Punta tayo sa Facebook. Good morning sa mga nasa Facebook na ngayon, nanonood na ho sa atin. Ang say ni Francisco, matatahimik na ho ang Senado